I'm noticing a trend we're going to see with the Daily Show on my main channel, but now regarding the Mario movie, you have Leguizamo crying that he didn't get starred, and now he's like, oh, well, I would never watch a movie that casts too many white people. This is Leguizamo, right? Clearly a minority, clearly suffered a lifetime of oppression, both from poverty and from the systemic systems that encompass the United States of America. Which I also love the fact, like he actually states that Latin people are 20% of the population, implies that they're, a minority that's probably being oppressed, right? And then we add the black population in it, and, like all the other minorities. How many white people are there left? Like, how are they capable of systemically constructing the systems of oppression, of cisgender normative patriarchal structure? How do they manage to do that? My God, like, I just, I love how people, like, just victimize themselves. Like actors that earn millions of dollars and are more wealthy than my entire family, my entire neighborhood put together. They have more power and influence than ever, and they're the victims. How do you do this? Like, it's magical, isn't it? It's like you're taking your identity, you mold it around with chakra, turn it into victimhood, and then transfer it through the jutsu into cash. Like, no, seriously, it is something lovely to behold. I just... So, you're looking at an IP created by Japanese people, right? By Asians, and they don't even cast themselves in it. Like, as far as I know, there is not a single character in the Mario IP that's Asian, right? And this is made by Nintendo. It's made by Japanese. They don't give a shit, but for some reason the Americans do. It's like, oh, I do not feel represented unless the movie is like a mirror. Unless I can see myself. I cannot have empathy and I cannot put myself into the shoes of another person. No, I am vain, I am egotistical, I need to see myself in order to get enjoyment out of the film. And apparently, like, their reason is justifiable, but if I go and I say, look, I just want a movie that shows me titties, like, I just want to see titties on the screen, I want to see the booba. No, V, you are a misogynistic pig. How dare you demand something so horrible, which ruined the Roman Empire culture? You will get Western women in order. Like that's, but like, I'm just struggling to understand why people aren't laughing at these individuals. Like, it should be mandatory to laugh when you hear their name. Like, when they walk past the street, people should be like, yeah, like that nothing harassing, but it shouldn't be like done on purpose. It should just be like an inherent reaction. I mean, the man is a comedian. He would probably be happy if people laugh, right? But like, no, seriously. Like when you hear those arguments, and you should be wondering, like, how can someone, like, even make such a claim? Oh, well, it's too many white people. Why? Because they didn't cast Latin. Like, I can't even finish the sentence. It is so damn funny. I gotta say, he's a good comedian. Like, I don't know him as an actor. Apparently, he did play in another movie that I didn't see. He played Luigi in a previous Mario. He did such a fantastic job that I didn't even know that the movie exists. But okay, fine. I'm pretty sure it sold or whatever. And now he's salty that he isn't being recast. And he is saying that, oh, well, like 20% of people in the United States are Latin. Like, take into account, he's not saying Italian. Very interesting, isn't it, right? Because, like, Mario and Luigi, if you want to go with the mirror identity thing, they're Italian. So he's not saying, like, why aren't they Italian being cast? Why aren't they Latin being cast? The actor is Spanish, as I understand, with a little bit of Jewish heritage. Am I correct? Right? Like, that's his ethnicity. And as far as I know, neither Mario nor Luigi are Spanish or Jewish. So why would you claim, like, if you're for representation, you should want an Italian to play Mario, you should want an Italian to play Luigi? I'm not even like that. I don't even believe that. I think, like, the best actor for the job should be there, which is what they are saying when a character is race swapped or gender swapped. All of a sudden, the best actor for the job, like the person to play Anne Frank just happens to be Wesley Snipes because he's the best actor for the job. So then they make that argument. But when it's about the best actor for the job and he happens to be a guy playing Mario, oh no, the skin color, the heritage, the pedigree, we check the DNA. We got Pfizer to do the testings. And by the way, like, shouldn't they have an institution that checks DNA at this point? Like if their ideology is so rooted into race, like it really matters. Like when you cast an actor, you need to make sure that the correct family tree and the genetic. Well, do you not think that they're going to have like an institute at some point, like maybe measuring the skulls and stuff to make sure that the actor fits the scene and huh? Because it's going to that point, isn't it? Nobody's laughing at this. Like I'm one of the few people that's looking at this and it's absolutely amused. The critics are salty, by the way. Apparently the fans like it. I will still not see this movie because I'm not interested in seeing a movie about Mario. But like the controversy around it is absolutely fascinating. At least I'm being honest, you know? I'm not going to be like Anita said. As a fellow gamer, as a fellow Mario enjoyer. No, I don't. It's not even a compelling story. Like Mario, what? Like they made a cartridge back in the day, and they had to come up with like a 2-frame animation to explain why he's doing what he's doing. Oh, he's saving the princess. Okay. Right? So, like, what do I want to see a movie about that? It's not rich in lore. It's not Dead Space. It's not The Witcher. It's not something that would attract me with, like, a compelling, deep, involving story. It's for kids, isn't it? Well, if it's for kids, it's not for me. But still, Leguizamo. Leguizamo apparently doesn't like it that this movie casts too many white people. I don't know. It's like he's suffocated by white people. I wonder, like, what his white friends must be thinking. Huh? Isn't that interesting? It's like... But I guess in a world with where diversity is very important, and by diversity I mean, like, the percentages, the quota, the check boxes, you know, like, he feels pressured. He doesn't feel like his talent is sufficient anymore. He's like, well, I was born improperly. I need to make sure that I advocate for myself, so therefore, look, I'm a minority. I'm Latin. But... what can you do? You know, it is what it is. I didn't make the rules. I would prefer the best actor for the job. Apparently the Japanese don't care either, as I mentioned, right? Like, they made Mario. Not a single Asian person. Not a single one. And yet it's a franchise that's worldwide. It's got worldwide renown. And I love the fact that he's like, oh, well, we are 20% of the population. Yeah, in America. But, like, this movie is international. It's also interesting, isn't it? But anyway, right, it is what it is. And not to mention, if it's about voice acting, then I really don't care. Right, like, I care about immersion when it's about acting. Like, I wouldn't want Wesley Snipes to play Anne Frank because it would just pull me out of the environment. Like, I would just realize, wait, what are you doing? But, like, if it's voice acting, like, if you have... Christopher Judge playing the voice of Kratos, that there's no immersion breaking there. That's fine. You know, cast whomever you want to play Mario. As long as he does a compelling voice and it looks like the video game character, and it sounds like the video game character, then it's fine. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.